G'day, Tragic here. So, here's a Might of Magic. Duel of Champions is what we're playing at the moment. Now, this is in beta, but it's not too hard to get into the beta, so you should check it out. So what this is a collectible card game that you play online. And it is currently out on PC, and I believe that there's an iOS version in the works, which probably means it's coming out for Mac. Android, I don't know anything about, but I mean, they'd be pretty stupid not to release an Android version. But let's have a quick look at it. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look at this. Now this has basically, as you can see, it's got these are the different types of cards. Let's just make this nice and large. We've got hero cards. I currently own 2 heroes. And we have event cards, creature cards, spell cards, fortunes. They're kind of like enchantments, I guess. And that's it. That's the type of cards you've got. So let's have a quick look at the hero card. Now, the hero card is sort of like unlike say Magic the Gathering, this is very similar to Magic the Gathering. I know that all collectible card games in some ways are similar to Magic the Gathering, but this is like a very similar game. But anyway, you've got your faction symbol up the top. Now, if you know anything about Heroes Might of Magic, you know that this is a Inferno creature. So that's the Inferno faction symbol. Now down here, you have this creature's magical spheres of influence. Okay? I can't remember the names of them. This is fire, and I think this is illusion. Yep, if I mouse over, it does not tell me. But anyway, see, there's the schools of magic, and this is the factions. So that's what this card is. And over here, you have his starting abilities. He starts with 1 might, 1 magic, and 2 leadership. Now, you should all be familiar with his turns from Might and Magic if you play those games. And this is his life total. And this number here is my collection count. So I've got 1, and I've got 1 not being used in a deck. 0 not being used in a deck, and I've got 1 total in my collection. Now, kind of like Planeswalkers, your heroes have these abilities. Now, for a cost of 0, you can level up, all the heroes have this, you can level up your might, your magic, or your leadership. And if you pay 1, you can draw a card. So I'll get to that when I get through it, but that's basically the anatomy of the hero card. You have your starting stats, which you can level up from this first ability each turn. And you have your faction and your spheres of influence and your life. That's the important thing. So if I look at this guy, he starts with 2 might and no magic and 1 leadership. This guy is 1/1/2. And he is the, whatever that faction's called, the Orc faction. Willie wished the mouse over, gave you their names. And he's got the sphere of influence is earth magic. And he has the same increase your stats thing. He's got draw a card, but also for 0 cost, he can make all friendly creatures within rage, that's a keyword, take 1 damage and gain 1 attack. And then he's 20, and that's it. So that's the hero cards. Let's have a look at the events. Now, the events is an interesting mechanic. This is new to this game. This is a separate deck, really, that is part of your constructed deck. You have to have only 5 of these, and the other player has 5, and they are placed out at the bottom of the play area. So there's always 2 showing, and there's 10 cards total that cycle. Okay, when you get to the end, it shuffles and redealt. And anyone can trigger these. You can trigger either one, yours or your player or your opponent's card. And these have all sorts of weird effects. Like for this one, doesn't have a cost. Just when it's out, it has a passive effect that fortunes cost 1 less to play. If I use Week of Knowledge, I can draw an extra card, but I can't play any cards. This is a good one. For cost of 2, I can, until the end of the turn, blah, 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 I reveal the top of my card, alright? And if the card is a creature card, my creatures get +1 attack. If not, it gets +1 defense. So, and a lot of the cards, like this one for example, each player draws a card, will benefit both players. So you've got to be careful, but these are very game changing. They can really change the outcome of the game, so you've got to be careful what you put in here though. We'll just skip creatures for the moment and we'll go to spells. So let's have a look at spells. This is a Firebolt. You can see the sphere of influence, the magical influence up the top, which is fire, which is, you know, what my hero was, if you remember. And this costs 1 magic to cast, and then it has the effect. Okay, so this one costs 1 magic. It's another fire. So this one is wind. I can't cast this with, I've got 2 of these. Moon, earth. You can see all the different. Here's another fire spell. And here is that funny symbol, I don't know what it means. And so you can see that that's the way spells work. They're pretty much like sorceries or whatever in Magic the Gathering. Okay, you just click them, cast them, and they do their act. Now, see this one here, it says enchant row. I'll get to that later. This is enchant creature. So, you know, these are like sorceries, enchantments, auras, you know, whatever in Magic the Gathering. Okay, now you've got fortunes. This is an interesting thing. This is kind of like an enchantment in Magic the Gathering. Not an enchantment that goes on a player, but one that goes on the side of the table, like an attachment that affects the entire board. These are usually they usually last for 1 turn, or sometimes they're permanent, and they affect the entire game. Like this one says, until the end of turn, take a card from your hand and place it face down the top of your library. Target friendly creature gets +2 attack. Very, very cool. Can't cast that one though because it's not on my sphere. This is an interesting one, Altar of Destruction. It's his demon sphere. I got 3 of these. I haven't got them in my deck at the moment, but they do combo with the event card I just showed you. I take the card from the top of my hand and place it face down on the top of the library. It deals 2 damage directly to the hero. It's kind of like a burn spell. But I can choose a creature to put on top of my library, and that'll combo with the Week of Mercenaries. So the interactions in this game isn't actually as bad as a lot of these new games. So let's check out the creature's anatomy. Let's find a creature with some decent anatomy to show you. Okay, let's show this sucker. He's a bit of a badass. Okay, so this is the major card in the game, is the creatures. So let's have a quick look at the card anatomy. We have the faction up here. Then we have the cost. This is cost 5 to cast. Then we have the requirements of the hero. Okay, the hero needs to have, to cast this card, needs to have a might of 5 and a magic rating of 1. Okay, so if I look at my hero, he starts with 1/1/2. So I cannot cast that card for at least 5 turns because I can only increase the level of one of those abilities each turn using his hero ability. So I've got a bit of a cold. So if I look at that guy again, where was he? Oh, creatures. Where is he? There he is. So I have to level up 4 times before I'm able to cast this guy at all, in addition to his 5 cost. Then this symbol here is his attack rating, this symbol here is his defense rating, and this symbol here is his health. Okay, Now, unlike Magic the Gathering, health is permanent. And what I mean by that is if this was an actual physical card game, you would need counters to mark wounds. So if this guy gets hit for 3 damage, if he gets hit for 6, it gets 3 damage, and that 5 will turn into a 2, this 5 here. And that's pretty much the card anatomy. Okay, so let's have a look at a game. So this is just the beta, but I've already been fairly surprised at how many people are playing. So if I click challenge, hopefully I will get a game relatively quickly. And I'll be able to walk you through the game. So, is this game worth getting? Well, it's hard to say. Here's a game. I'll hold that for. Okay, so there's my enemy. Ooh, he's a demon faction. He's a different hero to me, though. Okay, so I've got 1, 1, 2, and I'm gaining 2 resources, and I start with 2. You see what I mean? So he's gaining 1. He'll get 2 resources next turn. So this resource thing ramps up and up and up as you play. So the first thing I'm going to do, if I look at my cards, is I need more might. So I'm going to level up my might, like so. And then I'm going to place out this guy. He's a melee, so he goes in the front, like so. Okay, so those enchant rows that I told you about, they go in here and they affect rows. I have not ever seen a card that goes in the top corner here. Okay, so that's arranged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go another might. I'm going to attack, and then I'm going to zap, attack, put out that dude. Okay. Ooh. Area blast. Do 2 damage to all. What's that say? Do 2 damage to all creatures adjacent to the attacked creature. Also affects friendly creatures. It's pretty weird. Okay, so what have we got here? I need 4 might for that. Why can't I cast this card? 4 might, 1 magic. Why can't I cast that guy? Oh, 4 might. There we are. So let's level up my might one more time. Now, see, I can attack him because there's no one in that row to defend. I'm not going to attack with this guy, because if I attack, he'll attack back and kill me. So I think I'm just going to end the turn there. Oh. Wow. That's a cool creature. I thought that see. Okay. He's got 3 points left. He'll probably be able to cast something else. Now you can see, you can kind of spew your hand out as you go on, because see, every turn I'm getting 5 resources, next turn I get 6 resources, and so on. Okay, what's this thing? That needs leadership. No. No. Okay, so I'm going to level up my leadership now. Okay. So I've got this guy costs 4, it stops everyone attacking next turn, it's a fortune. Ooh, that's a cool card. You're out of power, dude. Okay. Okay, so level up my leadership. So this guy costs 4, and this guy costs 1. So I think the first thing we're going to do is just attack him like this. And what's this thing do? Increase the health of the next creature you deploy this turn by 2. Wow, I wish I could do that, but I've got no creatures to deploy. I think I will kill this guy. And I'm going to cast this. Well, actually, I'm not going to cast this. He's only got a 1 attack creature. Okay, so it's looking a little better for him now. So he's enchanted this row. I can just do this though. And get rid of it. I think my next choice, I'm just going to start leveling. I'm actually going to draw a card. And now I've stopped him from being able to attack next turn. Okay, he's got some really powerful creatures at the top now. Wow, that guy attacks for 6. This is not good. So I get 8 next turn. Wow, he's got a lot better cards than I do. Jesus. What have we got here? I don't think I can win this game. Well, that's the problem with playing CCGs. You just, especially online, is like a, you know, you just can't compete with people. Basically, you just got to lose like 500 times while you slowly build up your team. Oh, I thought I was doing really well in that game. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of this game. So I will get you later. Oh, let's log out. How do I concede? So you get these XP bonuses. I've actually never won an online game. They pretty much... See, this is typical, right? Because there's so few people. I mean, this is the beta, but it's typical in almost all these kind of games. Because there's so few people playing, the people that do play have been playing for ages. So, look, I mean, I'm rank 1. He's ranked 412. So there's literally no way I could ever hope to win against him. You know what I mean? But you do get small rewards that slowly build up. For example, I've got 7,000 coin and 150 victory points. So let's have a look at the way the store system works. Now, this is going to be the big failing for this game for me, and that is that it's a CCG. If it wasn't a CCG, I would actually recommend this game. You know, maybe if it followed a living card game format like, you know, Fantasy Flight Games does. But because it's randomized packs, like a proper CCG, you just don't know. I mean, if I sink $1,000 into this game, which is not unheard of for a CCG, I mean, even an online one. I mean, I know people who've sunk thousands into Magic Online, for example. You want to have some kind of assurance that your collection is going to be, you know, worth something, that it's going to be around. You just, until there's consumer confidence that this game is going to exist in like 5 years' time with people to play with, why would you ever put money for random packs? But if they weren't random, like an LCG, you would probably buy it. So let's have a look. So if you click on packs, these are the different types of packs we have. You can buy a heroic pack, or a reinforcement pack, or a small pack, which is really cheap. Or you can buy premium packs, or a premium heroic pack. So what's the difference between these premiums and these not one? Well, I don't really know. The only difference I think there is that the premiums will have at least one foil in it. I believe that is the only difference. One hero, one common card from the hero's faction, one uncommon from the hero's faction, 2 extra commons, 1 uncommon, and 1 rare or epic. 3 premium cards, whatever. I don't really know what a premium card is, so I guess I'm going to have to buy one of these and find out. I'm pretty sure they're just foils. So you can buy reinforcements packs, which are just random stuff. Okay. 12 cards, 8 commons, 3 uncommons, 1 rare or 1 epic. No duplicates, okay? But if you get a heroic pack, you get less, right? It only has 8 cards while the other one has 12. But one of them is going to be a hero and all the cards are then of that hero's faction. Okay, so this is probably the one to buy. I mean, if you don't get your hero type, it's going to suck. But I've been buying because basically when you start the game, you choose from 4 pre-built decks, which you can actually buy later on if you want. Featured, where is it? Here we are. So you can buy these decks, okay? And these decks, you get to choose from these decks when you start. So I chose the demon one, but you can get any of these. So I think the best thing to do would probably be to buy the hero ones and then slowly build up. Or you can buy the small packs. Now I've got 7,000 coin and 150. Now a small pack is just 2 cards. Okay? And you can see that I earned about 400 coins by losing. So you could buy a small pack probably every 4 or 5 games. Now, you can also redeem codes. I guess that's if you buy codes or if they give away specials. But you can also click on this Get More Riches button. And there's a few things you can do. You can buy, okay, and it's pretty expensive. So let's have a look. See, it's 1,500 victory points costs you $15, right? Or is that pounds? I don't know what that is, but it's 15 something expensive. Okay. Or you can purchase directly into gold. So let's have a look. So that's $24.99 gets you 150,000. So let's have a look at the costs. So this heroic pack, right, is 17,500, right? So 150,000 minus 17. What is it? 17,500 is what is it? 100? Oh God, I'm gonna have to use a calculator. 150,000 divided by 175,000. Okay, so you get 8. So for 20 for buy gold. So for $25 you get 8 random packs. That's crazy expensive, and that's not including whatever currency that is. I think that's a pound. Well, euro. I think that's a euro. So that's actually $40 Australian. It's absolutely ridiculous. Or you can click the convert button and convert your coin. So I got 150, which I can convert into 1,500. So I'm just going to do that now instead of saving up like I'm planning to, because I just to demo it for you. So I've converted my seals. I got 22,130 now. So let's see if I can buy anything with that. Okay, so I can now instant buy. Let's instant buy a reinforcement pack premium and see what that does for us. Gives us 12 cards. Click. Yeah. Standard from the crowd with 3 premium cards, including never edition of pack. Contains 8 commons, 3 uncommons, 1 rare, no duplicates. So that is 12 cards, and this one here is 12 cards, but this is premium. And I think all it is 3 foils, but I don't know if that means that they're going to be 3, you know, fancy, like better cards in here. So let's just instant buy it and see what happens. Woohoo! I've got it. So I go to my deck collection, and I now click on. I got some packs down here, so I click on this and it opens. And what do we got in the box? Ooh. Okay, so yeah, 3 foils. This is their version of a foil, and that's all it is. So have a look at my cards. can't I zoom in? Oh, I can't zoom in. How annoying. Okay, so I've got a gold pile, awesome. Ambush spot. Wild Griffin, campfire. Okay, Loyal Griffin, Ice Wall. Shanty Ruins. Okay. Sunburst. That's a really good card, but I can't use it. Puppet Master. Vampiric Embrace. Chain Lightning. Okay, so let's update that. And now I go to my Inferno deck. And let's update it. So first thing I need to do is you make sure that unusable is unticked, and that'll, because if I tick unusable, it shows you all the cards that I can't use with that current hero. Okay, so let's untick that, and let's have a look at what we've got here. If there's anything we can want to put in. Oh wait, something's wrong. Usually you can right click to zoom in, but I can't do that anymore. Let me just go back out. Go back into the deck editor. Damn it. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna pause the recording and come back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if the Zoom is working now. There we go. Right, so let's see. If you click on the, let's click on the Inferno deck. And if I click on unusable, it shows you all the cards that we can't use with this particular hero. Okay, so let's untick that. And these are all the cards we can use. So let's have a look at what we got here. We've got another one of these Maniacs. Got these Breeders. There's my foil breeder. Got a Dark Assassin. I don't really like this guy. I don't know whether this is a good card or not. He does attack for 4, but he does 1 damage to me, to my hero. Wild Griffin's a pretty cool card. Dispel Magic is cool. We've got like 5 of these. File Shield, cool. Teleport, move a friendly target creature. So who cares? And I don't like this card at all. I actually don't understand the point of this card. It costs 2 to cast, you need 2 magic to cast it, and you can actually move the creatures. I guess the difference is that this can move, and then the creature can attack that same turn. That actually could be a lot better than I thought. So let's put those guys in. I'm going to put those dudes in. What else have we got? Altar of Destruction. Okay, so this is 2 damage. I'll put a thing on the top of the card. Now, I don't like this thing because it slows down my deck, so I haven't got it in my deck at the moment. Ambush Spot. Until the end of turn, melee and fly creatures cannot attack this turn. Well, I really like that card, so I'm going to put that back in. Gold Pile. You know, why would you ever not do this? I mean, what is the point of this pile? Okay, let's just check out what this card does. It costs 1 and you gain 2. Okay, so if you're at 5, you cast it and you go to 4, and then you cast it and you go to 6. So you gain, it's basically gains 1. Okay, so if you cast it from 5, you go to 4, then 4 goes to 6. So it basically gives you a free resource. So why would you ever not have that in your deck? So let's put it in. And here is Campfire, which is the same thing, except it's even better. Except it costs 3. It's not better, but it costs 3 this time. So it costs 3, you gain 4. Let's stick that in. And I think that's about it. Fire Shield, let's put that in. Let's try the Assassin. Okay. So, upshot is I wouldn't buy premiums unless you like having foils. I mean, it's kind of cool having a foil, but at the same time, I like the way it's sort of wobbling around. It's cool having a foil, but at the same time, it's a lot more expensive. Okay, so now let's have a look at my deck. My deck is now 66, so I've got to get rid of 10 cards, because the way it works is you need 1 hero, 5 events, and you need 50 total of everything else combined. Okay, so a minimum deck size is 56. So let's have a quick look and see what we can get rid of. Okay. Ooh, Chaos Imp. That's one of my only epics. That's actually an epic card. I'm not quite sure how to tell if a card is epic or not. See, this one here is epic. That one's epic, and he's sort of got this orange, so I think that makes him epic. See, this orange at the top, you know, using World of Warcraft style. He's common. She's common, I guess, because she's grey. And uncommon green, that's what it is. It's the color of their text. Okay, whatever. So we worked that out. I want to keep him. Love that card. Fire Trap I like. Dispel Magic I think is good. I've got 4 of them though. See, I think I'm gonna maybe take the Dispel Magic. Oh no, I do like the Dispel Magic though, because they make a real difference, some of the enchantments. Puppet Master. Fireball, I love that card. I need more fireballs. Spell Twister, what's this thing? Look at the opponent's hand and choose a spell to discard from it. Okay, it's kind of like a duress. Oh, except I can play it. If you can play this spell for free, you can. If you don't put that card in the opponent's graveyard, okay, well that's pretty cool. Ambush Spot, gold. Okay, let's get rid of the Halls of Torment. I couldn't figure out how to get that to work. House of Madness. I like that card. Draw a card, or if your opponent has more cards in their hand than you, get them to discard a card at random. Kind of like that. We're just going to attack. Okay, so what's my Fortune of Fate? Okay, so I have to get rid of some cards here. And I think creatures are very, very important in this game, so I don't really want to get rid of my creatures. We don't really need 4 dispels, do we? So let's get rid of 1, 2, have 3 dispels. Let's get rid of one of these teleport. Oh, let's keep the teleports. We're going to try. We're trying them out. Let's get rid of this thing. Fortune of Fate. I'm going to get rid of these 2 as well. 1, 2. We're at 61. What's this thing do? Creatures cannot attack. Okay, so this is interesting. Why can I cast this spell? People might be wondering. It's not my faction, but you can see that it doesn't have, even though it's not my faction, see, this is the other faction, it doesn't have a School of Magic restriction. So anyone can cast this spell if they have the leadership ability. Same with this one. But this one here isn't a faction symbol, it's a sphere of magic symbol. So you have to have that sphere of magic on your hero to cast. I think that's the way it works. You can attack the backline gold. Chaos Rift. Draw a card, or if your opponent has more cards in their hand than you, they discard a card. So let's get rid of that one. I thought I just got rid of that one. What's this one? Oh no. I want this. And I want to get rid of Chaos Rift is the one I want to get rid of. There it is. I'm still at 62 cards. What's this thing? 3 of these. Enemy creatures cannot attack this turn. Yeah, I like that one. Creatures 33. On my spells. Yes, I love that spell. Fire Trap. Fire Shield. Teleport. Fireball. Spell Twister. I'm going to take out these Fire Traps. They are good cards though. I've had a good luck with the Fire Trap. I want to keep... Oh, it's so hard. Deck building is so hard. Fortunes. Let's get rid of this one. I want to keep all of these. So it's time to move on to creatures. So we're going to get rid of our crappiest creatures. Okay, this guy, I'm pretty sure that's defense, but sometimes I don't get it, you know? Maybe there is no defense. You know what it might be? Maybe that's attack the first row, attack the second row. I don't know. I have to find out exactly what those are, because I thought that was defense, but sometimes I get hit with a 2 attack and this guy will die, and I don't know why. Okay, so who's someone in here that I don't like? I like all these guys. Let's just get rid of this dude. 1, 2, 3. 58. So I got to get rid of 2 more cards. Get rid of those fire shields. Okay, now I'm at 56, so done. Let's see how we go, and then I'll call the end of video. Okay. So that's pretty much the game. I mean, the game is actually surprisingly fun. I liked how fast the interface is. You know, these sort of strong UI card games can be really slow to play, like Duel of the Planewalker, for example. Okay, if you're going to play like from this game, I kind of would recommend the Undead, like this guy's playing an Undead. Just all the Undead that I've ever played with have been uber awesome. What I mean by that is they have all these incorporeal ghosts that I can't damage without spells, which I find incredibly frustrating. Okay, so what else have I got here? Got a strong hand at the moment. Okay, so we go immune to retaliation, but I can hit this guy. Okay. More might, please. Oh, I should have kept that spell. I should have kept that spell for his incorporeal creatures, which he's bound to have. And he also has a lot of life-sucking stuff, which is really cool. You get like a heavy creature and you put like Vampiric Embrace, I think it's called, on it, or whatever it's called. And every time it damages, he gets life back. I like these guys. These guys are mercenaries. Maybe that means without faction. I think that's a thematic card. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. So this card, right, costs 2 leadership. And see how that's red? That's because this card here, which doesn't need to be triggered, is reducing its cost by 1. So 3. If I cast this, I end up with 5. Okay, so let's do this. It didn't do anything for me. What's the point of that card? Yeah, I didn't understand what happened then. So if he's smart, he won't cast anything this turn, but if he does, he has to discard a card. So he's got 1 resource, so he can cast again. Just to discard another card. That's all good for us. Okay, what's this thing? Okay, so I got 5. Shit, I put that in. I should have put this here. I'm going to take a hit this turn. This guy's going to kill me. She attacks for 3. I got 0 defense. That's if that's defense. I really need to work out how the hell this works. Okay. Okay. I think going a more creature heavy deck is a good idea in this game so far. But these other players, they start pulling out these really powerful cards just a few turns in. And I've pretty much got all the best cards I have on the table. So what happened in the last game is probably what's going to happen in this game. Like, I do really well, but then suddenly I'm overwhelmed and crushed. Ooh, what's this guy? Infect +1. That's no good. Enemy creatures cannot attack. It's pretty cool. That costs 4. That leaves me with 3. Awesome. So why can't I cast that suddenly? Oh, it's cost 2. It's cost 4. I've only got... Ugh. So lame. Oh, this guy can't attack because of his ability. I really screwed up then because I thought I'd be able to cast Alter Shadows and he wouldn't be able to attack this round. Okay, what have I got here? Increase the attack power of the next creature you deploy this turn by 1. What's that cost? 3. Oh, I pressed the wrong freaking one. I am retarded. Okay, so that was a really bad turn. So here comes all the big guns. I don't feel completely overpowered by this deck he's got so far though. Okay. Okay. Ooh, what's this thing? Okay. Oh. Do you want to do it now? Yes. Okay, so it's possible I'm going to win this game. He has to put a creature out in that spot up the top, or he's going to lose. Could this be my first ever win? Ooh, he has to discard a card, draw a card. There goes the creature. Damn it. So close. And this guy, incorporeal, this creature does not... If this creature receives non-magic combat damage, the damage is reduced by half and rounded down. Oh dear. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Oh, look at that. Okay. I should be able to win this game. No matter what he puts down, unless he puts down something humongous creature, I can kill it with Fireball. This will be my first ever win online. If I win. What is this card? Sphere, Stone of Enlightenment. Draw 3 cards. Wow. Okay, so I've won the game. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, a bit of a bug there. Deal 4 damage to target creature and all adjacent creatures. So, enemy creature's going to attack this turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to go attack. And then we're going to go why can't I cast this? Oh, there we go. Woohoo! My first ever win! Okay, I didn't really get that much extra. And look, here's a 1. Level 1, so that was why it wasn't so ridiculously overpowered that time. Interesting. So see, I've already got, that's like another 1,000. Oops, and it looks like I'm leveled up to level 3 as well now. So if I go back to the store, I bought a premium foil last time, which I'm not going to do again, but you can see I now have 4,800 and it costs 17,000 or 12,000. Okay, so quite a ways off. So I think you can buy a pack about once every 4 or 5 games, even without paying. So anyway, that's the game. I will see you another time. Oh, one more thing. When you first start playing, there is actually a campaign mode. Now, in the final version of the game, I've been told that there's going to be quite a large campaign, but in the beta, there's only these 2. And these give you seals and gold as well. So I would imagine you'd be able to play quite a lot of solo game and go through and pick up some packs to begin with. So yeah, anyway, so that's Heroes of Might and Magic Duel of Champions, the beta. Okay, well, I'll see you guys next time.